Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. I just want to say thank you so much for all the views on my previous video. I'm really happy to see that you guys enjoy the content. I've never had that many views on anything, so I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So if you're brand new to the channel, right, maybe you came from the last video, I guess I should give you a little rundown of what this is about. So here at this channel, we take a look at progress reports from the short film that I'm working on. It's only me who's doing this, so it's quite the large project to tackle. And as such, I'd like to make little short videos posting things that I've done in hopes to achieve this final project. The movie is gonna basically be a diesel punk setting, and it's gonna follow 3 crew members of a walker, right? That's basically the synopsis, and as such, there's a lot of things that are needed to make this become a reality. One of those things are characters. Now, I've taken the choice to make the characters 2D drawings instead of doing 3D like I've done for many of the other assets, such as the walker and environments. The reason why I've chosen to do this is because I think it gives it a certain charm that I just can't seem to replicate in 3D. So with that said, I needed to find an effective way to have 2D characters but have the same flexibility and reusability of 3D models, right? So this ended up coming to the solution of a 2D rig, right? So this drawing right here is actually a rigged puppet, right? It can move in all the ways you would expect it, right? It can move its hands, it also has leg controls and whatnot, and you can even bend it around the torso and whatnot. However, what makes this rig different from other contemporary ones is that it has the ability to have depth. So if I were to take this little controller right here on the control panel, you can see that I'm able to rotate the character. And I just want to remind you, this is a flat drawing, right? There's no depth actually here. It's all an illusion. So as such, with this, I'm able to make different perspectives of characters, right, without having to draw them all over again. And I will say up front that I have a really huge admiration for traditional animators who do take the time to draw all this stuff over and over. It's really remarkable work what they do. But because of my situation, I know that I do not have the same time and resources to be able to get away with something like that. So I thought this was a really nice compromise that would allow me to have the charm of drawings and also the ability to animate it a lot more easily. Besides it being able to rotate around the Z-axis, right, I also have other controls such as an independent head control. I also have face controls, right, so if I need to change the facial expressions, I'm able to do that as long as moving pupils, brows, and all that stuff, right, even the eyelids if you will. In addition to that, I also have a mouth rig which is hooked up to a Blender add-on which lets me change the mouth automatically to any audio file that I attach it to. I also have access to more clever things such as foreshortening. I can bring the hands forward towards the camera, and I can also point them away if need be. In addition to that, I also have control of hand shapes for whatever pose that they may need. I'm able to provide a shape that fulfills whatever is needed. I also have the ability to foreshorten the forearm, and the same is true for the legs. I can make them kick front and back, and I can bring up the knee and all that stuff. It's really versatile, and it gives me a lot of flexibility like what a 3D model would, but keeping the 2D aesthetic. In addition to that, because I am using Blender, Blender has these things available for grease pencils that gives me a lot of extra customability, right? For instance, I can change the line art thickness with this slider right here, which is attached to a driver. And this little knob is attached to a driver as well, but it makes the lines kind of boil, right? Line boil, if you will. It just gives a little bit of extra liveliness to the drawing when it's not moving. In addition to that, I also have something which I'm really proud of, which is custom lighting. With this little joystick, I can control lighting, or shadows in this case. But I can also control the value with these 3 RGB sliders, right? Red, green, and blue, and whatnot. I said that out of order, but you know, you get the point. I can direct specific lighting for any given circumstance that may be needed, and it's really cool because it gives it that much more depth. This is composited, so it's really cool. I just wanted to share this rig with y'all because you seem to really enjoy it in the last video that I did where I showed it off in that little animation. I will say that that rig that you saw is different from this one because I've done some modifications as to make it a lot more easier to animate. For instance, the other animation didn't have that full rotating ability that this one does. And as such, it just functions better, right? Anywho, I just wanted to share this with you to show that I'm still active making stuff. And I have a couple of other videos planned as well. There are just a lot of things that I've done that I haven't gotten the chance to make videos on. For instance, I've already made a full interior of the vehicle, and I'm very excited to share that with you once I get the time to make the video. But for now, I will leave you with a little animated clip that I did showing off the features of this rig. But until the next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and if you think this stuff is interesting, keep watching. Hopefully you'll see more interesting stuff.